Diario Financiero y Capital presentan DF+.
To remember because it's something has really changed in my life, something super essential. Because normally I'm a scientist, I'm an economist, I'm working on taxes and accounting and finance and sustainable finance, and now I'm working with okay, where do the Russians come? Okay, where are the safe places? Where are the vulnerable people? So it's and actually it started, I called a friend because I wanted to help refugees in the beginning of the war, escaping from or finding their way, for example, to northern Germany, from Hungary to from Western Ukraine to Hungary, then Austria, and then Germany. And in the beginning, there was no real infrastructure for that at the borders. So I tried to understand, okay, what can we do to help these people? And I called a friend because I called a lot of friends, activating my network. Hey, do you know somebody in Budapest? Do you know somebody there who could help? And and this friend actually he didn't listen really, because he said, okay, Janine, super good what you are doing, but me myself, I'm thinking about there's a security company who asks for several €1,000 per head per person to bring people out, a security company. And I said, okay, goodbye.
Maybe.
Yeah, and then after finishing the call, I was like, oh my God, what did he tell me? So the richest one, the managers are getting themselves out. And what about the mother with the autistic children and the wheelchair and the women in the 8th or 9th months pregnant, heavily pregnant? And so I thought, no, this cannot be. And I immediately called him back and I said, Bertram, we do crowdfunding. So far, we had 3 tours and saving 770 persons. We started with 3 buses, then we had 6 buses, and the last tour was 7 buses, and now we're talking about 9 to 10 buses, and I don't know where it will end. So far I have a time horizon that I say, okay, I guess end of year. No, I won't stop. I cannot stop. I cannot stop because of course, I could now say, okay, 770 and now maybe 500, 600 people from Donbass. And then I could say, okay, yes, Janine, you did something good and now life goes on. But now I know the processes.
Yes.
I know and I know nobody else does this. So I have to go on. I cannot stop. We are super close. And imagine you have having a twin sister means it's not always comfortable, because you're doing heavy work evacuating. I knew when I started these evacuations, and Jeannette called me and said, hey, Janine, and I didn't have the time to make a telephone call with her. And then she called again and said, Janine, so super what you're doing. It's so great. But look, you cannot work without a foundation. This cannot. And I was like, don't criticize me. I'm doing what I can.
It's like your soulmate.
And yes, and she made the connection with the foundation we are now working. And she says, okay, Janine, your webpage is not good enough to get more donations. Let's make it better. And I will do it for you. And I will talk with the people who want to donate a lot of money, sending me pictures from the family. So I have an emotional backup, yes. And Yes, I have friends. Just I have so we're just fighting together. It's and you get to know people when you're doing this kind of this. So I can share. I share. I have friends, but of course I miss her. What are the people suffering there? And money shouldn't decide about whether you suffer or not, and shouldn't decide about lives. And so this was, I think, the strongest motivation and emotion ever. And I have met so many beautiful people now from Ukraine.
Para un arquitecto, más es aportar calidad de vida. Para una empresaria, más es crear valor. Para todos hay un más. Diario Financiero y Capital presentan DF+, un nuevo medio multiplataforma todos los domingos. Suscríbete en df.cl/suscripciones DF+.